Hello, I'm Sarah Muirhead, Managing Director and Editor at Feedstuffs, and welcome to this Feedstuffs Fast Chat. Today, we're talking to Mike Putnam, Commercial Vice President, and Dr. Juan Suarez, Vice President, Business Development. Mike and Juan are both with the Animal Nutrition and Health Division at Jones Hamilton Company. Welcome to you both. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah.
So let's jump right into our topic here today, which is the power of pH and how we connect health, nutrition, and welfare. Mike, I'm going to go to you first. What's an underserved focus area that has the potential to make a big impact when it comes to mitigating the challenges that affect animal health and welfare?
Well, Sarah, thank you very much for the question, and we appreciate the opportunity to be here. So what we've seen as kind of an emergence through nutrition, health, and welfare is we think that there is a significant improvement that we can bring through acidification. And acidification could include feed, water, environment. And so we believe that there is a lot of work and potential that we've uncovered for improving all of those multimodal opportunities through acidification.
So now pH is a basic concept that arguably doesn't really get a lot of attention. How did Jones Hamilton become the authority on pH?
So Jones Hamilton back in the 80s and 90s really started looking at, through their cooperative efforts with different third-party research organizations and certain colleges, started really looking at how to address ammonia in built-up litter in chicken houses by applying sodium bisulfate. And what we found is that if we could lower the pH down, we could effectively mitigate ammonia emissions. And then we also, through our continued studies, found that we have a significant impact on bacterial proliferation. And now we're even learning about enteric health. So we found that if we can keep the pH lower than around 6, that we can mitigate ammonia. And if we can keep it, somewhere around 4, we can mitigate bacteria. And then we can also look at the positive effects that a lower pH has on enteric and gut health.
So, Mike, give us some insight on some of the strategic partnerships that you've developed over the years.
Oh, Sarah, great question. Yeah. So, we try to partner with many of the industry, not only the integrators, but the allied industry. Take, for instance, we have a significant partnership with Texas A&M. As a matter of fact, we have several Texas A&M alumni on our staff. But, we partner with the USDA, the FDA, the EPA, basically all the allied industry, and we've done that for 30 years. And so that kind of keeps us at the forefront of not only the regulatory environment, but also gives us a lot of insight on how to continue to lead in the animal nutrition and health business.
Very interesting. So Juan, then, after some 30 years of studying the impact of environment and pH on animal health, what would you say have been the key lessons here?
Yeah, first of all, thank you for the opportunity and thank you for the question. I think over the last 30 years, one of the things that I would highlight about this path that we've been on is that Jones Hamilton has been a close partner of the poultry industry. So there's been a tremendous amount of lessons that we've learned alongside with the poultry industry. I think one of the key lessons as this path has shown us is that for the vast majority of these topics and these challenges that we face, there's got to be, or there is a need for a multifactorial approach. There is not one silver bullet. There is not one solution that can just take one angle. So I think over the last several years, we've learned that a multifactorial approach with water, feed, litter management, litter acidification, we can help the industry and we can help provide different strategies for facing these new set of challenges.
So Juan, you're on the research side of things. Talk to us a little bit about what your focus is.
Absolutely. And that's appreciate the question. I think on the research side, we've taken a lot of what we've learned from the past, not only from in the environment, pH modification, but once again, this role of sulfate, how that plays into animal health, gut integrity, gut health. So one of our focus is now explain how the sulfate molecule is impacting gut integrity. And that takes us into many different areas across different species. Another area of focus for us has become food safety. How is it that pH modification can have an impact, a positive impact on food safety?
So then what's in store for the future? What's kind of the next step on the research focus?
Yeah, absolutely. I think, and that's the very exciting part of all of this, and part of the research and development of the company is focusing on a multi-species approach as well. We have now put products on cattle, on dairy, and also looking in other poultry species. So for us, it's really diversification, taking everything that we've learned, not only from a pH modification, pH modulation standpoint, but also very importantly, and some of the things that we've learned is how the sulfate addition of the products that we handle, how is that having an impact on enteric health? And as we all know, most monogastric species have a similar physiology. So we've learned a tremendous amount of how sulfate plays a role in enteric health, gut integrity. So taking all that knowledge and putting it together for a multi-species approach, that's what's in store for Jones Hamilton. Taking everything that we've learned also from the environmental side and how that impacts animal health, animal nutrition, and of course, very importantly, animal welfare.
Very good. Well, that's all we have time for here today. I want to thank both Mike and Juan for joining us in this Feedstuffs Fast Chat.